So I have to sum up this film. I have to come up with something, a summary of this film for this review. This is going to be a review of vivarium. I think that's how you say it, vivarium. So basically, this is I'm. It's been a long while where I've had to search up the plot of a film after watching the plot of the film because it's been like, what the hell just happened moment. By the way, in a good way. These have all happened in a good way. That's just clear. So this film has got Jesse Eisenberg in it. So basically, trying to sum it up without giving too much away is it is just really weird and creepy. But basically, um, this couple are like looking for a house and everything, and they come across this estate agent, and the estate agent is a little bit creepy. Let's be honest, you can tell he's a bit creepy, and basically, he's advertising houses that are kind of on this complex and with a load of other houses. Can I just say what makes it even more weirder? Is this complex thing with the houses, or would you call it more of a cul-de-sac? I think it's more of a cul-de-sac. I think a complex is more sort of like flats. I think more of a cul-de-sac. But anyway, it looks like the design of it looks like something out of Pixar. Like it has this like cartoony vibe to it. It's like an artificial vibe to it, which is weird in itself. But anyway, so he shows this house to them, and then he disappears, and they're like, okay, let's just go. They try and leave, but they can't leave. It's like they're trapped in this area just full of houses. There's no one about, and they're like, what the hell's happening? And not only on top of that, I will mention this bit because I think this is in one of the trailers. But basically, this baby just comes out of nowhere in a box, and yeah, they have to pretty much raise it, and then from there on, it's just creepy. It's just like, what the hell is happening? Like, what is that thing? First off, I mean, meant to be a kid, but is it really a kid? It is just goddamn weird. And that's basically the stomach of the film without going too much into too much detail of it. All I'm saying is the ending's even more like, what the fuck? Like, what was the why is it makes it's one of those films that makes you think like, one, what the fuck just happened, and two, what is actually the purpose, because it seems like that is a weird as purpose and pointless really. But yeah, to just sum up this film, it's very weird. It's not what I really like about it. It's not sort of, it's not kind of scary. It's not like scary stuff that are happening that makes it creepy, you know, like horror films and shit like that. It's just one thing, well, technically two things and other things that are happening that just makes the whole thing creepy. And the design they decided to pick for, you know, this place, this whatever you want to call it. I still want to say complex cul-de-sac. Um, it makes it more the way they designed it, because it's got that artificial vibe. It's so weird the way they did it, but it's actually really good the way they did it. It's a film that isn't scary, but the um, cinnamon. They don't have to fucking speak. The atmosphere of the whole thing, that give the whole vibe of this place, gives you the creeps, including that one thing that was also creepy, and then another thing that's always creepy as well. And it's just a whole lot of creep, a whole lot of creep. I really recommend that you watch this. Um, if I was to rate this right, if I was to rate this film out of 10, because if I rate it out of 10, what am I gonna rate it? It's definitely a film I'd watch again, and I'll pick up on DVD. But if I was to rate it, I probably will give it, I'm struggling here. I'll give it I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. It's not quite a 9. Yeah, this is how much I love this film. It's not quite a 9, but it's a really good film in my books. It's creepy, the atmosphere, everything like that. There's no scares or anything like I mean, there's one part you could argue is a little bit scary. Well, not scary, but kind of, you get what I mean? Some people may find it scary, but it's more of what the fuck, like creepy as fuck, like, okay, whatever. But, you know, there's that's like halfway in the middle. I'm not talking the very end because that wasn't really creepy. It's just that whole thing was just like, what the fuck just happened? It's somewhere in the middle. You could argue it's scary, but not really. It didn't really scare me. It was just like, okay, whatever. So it's a film that made you creep you out, that didn't have like big scares, which is good for a change. So that is it for this review. So bye, guys.